Oh my goodness. What a game, bruh. What a game. I mean, I was just resting and I saw this match pop up. I was like, let me just watch it and see. And the game was so exciting, like it was worth my time. Chelsea versus Wonders. And you'd be surprised that a club in Australia would actually play good football like this. Most people think it's only Europe's top four leagues or top five leagues that play good football. But then, well, without wasting much time, let's get into the game. First of all, Joao Pedro is a beast. And I don't understand the reason why Ancelotti didn't add him to the Brazilian team. I feel like this guy would have offered a lot. So I don't know why he was not really added. But then first, he's very, very good. The guy is very, very good. Like, his positioning, even his dribbling. And at a point, he was even playing from the left wing, cutting in and then, trying to create some chances there, shooting and all that. I mean, I understand that it was, a normal Australian team, but if you watch the match and you saw the intensity in the match, this match didn't even look like a preseason match at all. It was like really hot. I mean, 6-4 in a match tells you that, yes, like the match was actually, end to end, entertaining match. Very, very entertaining. I think Joao Pedro is very, very good. First of all, he's very good at controlling the long ball. So when you're even playing long balls, you need someone like him. Yeah, the guy is a beast. He's an absolute beast. Also, the new guy that Chelsea has signed, the guy from Kazakhstan, I think his name is it Payev or something? Payev. The guy is damn good. He's very, very good. I think he's like he really has a bright future if Alonso really, trains him very, very well and gives him some ideas, how to improve his game and all that. He's really going to do very, very well. He's going to cook. Yeah. But then there was also a player in the Wonders team, the number 7. I think he was under something. I don't really know. Yeah, he's the one you're seeing on the screen. The guy is also very good. He really tormented most of the Chelsea players. And I know most of you see that yes, it was academy players, but then yeah. Okay, so let's get into the game. So from the first start, Chelsea started with the academy players, most of them. I think the only senior player in there was Tosin and what's his name? This striker I don't even like, Liam Delap. The guy is such a waste. There were a lot of chances that if it was with Joao Pedro that was playing, he could have, made something fruitful out of it. But then he's so slow. He's not really there. I don't even know why Chelsea even signed the guy in the first place. I guess he just wanted a target man, for things like that. But even the long balls, he finds it difficult to control them. So it's like, bro, he's useless. Yeah. And so one key thing I saw Alonso trying to do was, to press the opposition really high, try to win the ball, and like he was doing with Real Madrid. He wants to press the opposition really high, try to win the ball early or force them into making mistakes so they get balls in some prime areas to be able to quickly counter. Because what happens is when you win the ball in the opposition's half like that, you kind of disorganize them, you catch them off guard. So they are now trying to come back together, set their formation back. You get it. So that's what usually happens. Yeah, you saw that in the first half. I think in the first 15 minutes, immediately Chelsea lost the ball. Like they really pressed really high to win the ball back. But then it didn't really take too much time for the Wonders, team to really adjust and start playing. And they are so good. They are so technically gifted. And it looks like each player is so good on the ball that they can really handle the ball very well. So it's very, very difficult to just get the ball out of them. They can play from the back, to the midfield, crazy counter attacks, transitions. They are just so good. They are very, very good. And that was one of the reasons why the match was really entertaining. But then I also think Chelsea's academy team also did well because in as much as they were being dominated by the Wonders team, they were really very efficient in terms of the chances creation. It's like one chance, one goal. Yeah, it was only the chances that went to the side of Liam Delap that were not really fruitful, but then the chances that went to the Kazakhstan player, there's a Payev guy, it was really fruitful. Yeah, and I think there's this other guy, I don't know whether it's Welch or yeah, he's also very, very good. And then the left back, I mean, Chelsea has a lot of prospects that they can really develop, to really make the team a good team. Yeah, so that was very, very good. And another person I want to recommend in the game was the goalkeeper for Chelsea. The guy is very, very good. if not for the guy, I think the Wonders team would have scored Chelsea a whole lot of goals because the guy had made like about four correct saves, like correct crucial saves. If not, like Chelsea would have faced way more goals, because the Wonders team were creating so many chances and it was so hard for Chelsea to really, come out of some of their press. Another tactic I saw from Alonso was the fact that he doesn't entertain too many passes around. Unlike Madrid, in Madrid, there were a lot of passes. He wanted total control, but then with this Chelsea team, especially in the first half, I saw that quick transition play. You get the ball quick, you pass the ball to the most player standing in the most optimal position to create a chance instead of passing the ball around plenty and all that. Yeah, and in the second half, when the senior team members came in, the game changed totally because you could actually see that, yeah, like okay. Another thing that you could also consider was by the second half, the Wonders team had also substituted all the teams that they used to play in the first half. So it was a whole new team that was playing the Chelsea's new team now. So more like their second team playing Chelsea's first team. You get it? Yeah, I would have wished to see, some of the senior players in the Wonders team play against the Chelsea team too, just to be able to evaluate better to see if they actually. But then Chelsea really cooked in the second half. Chelsea really cooked because they actually. So and Joao Pedro is a beast. That guy, God, that guy is so good. That guy is so good. Cole Palmer also came in, really created some nice chances and all that. I think Xabi Alonso would really cook with this team with time. Yeah, he needs time. He's the kind of coach that does very well with teams that does not have big names. Everyone will be humble to listen to his instructions, what he wants to do, because he wants to control every tiny little thing. You get it? So having a Chelsea team that is very young like this, I think he's really going to be able to get the chance to exert his authority and then also his ideologies on the team. Yeah. Another thing I also noticed from this game was that the Chelsea team were really losing concentration. Like they were so good. Even in the second half when the senior players came on, they would play and play and play very well. But then you realize very simple mistake, and then that like they just lose concentration, and then the ball will just go to the opposition team, and then most of the times they lose concentration in like very 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 crucial areas where the balls can really hurt them. Yeah, but then I think it was an exciting match. If you really watch the match, I think the replay is going to be on, I think, Sporty TV. You get to watch it. It was very, very entertaining, a very very entertaining match, and I don't really regret watching it. It was fun. All right, see you guys soon.